Okay, let's look at the ZapQuotes Medicare Supplement quote. I'm going to put Anaheim zip code there, 92804. It's Anaheim, California, Orange County. And I'm going to make the subscriber 70 years old. Now, this further refines your input. Some carriers, well, United Healthcare, has a different rate if they've been on more or less than 10 years on Part B. And then we have smoker and non-smoker. But actually, that's all we need. The age and the zip, and we can get our quote. Okay, and there it is. And, okay, now let's add a name. Over here, prepared for, that looks okay, prepared for zip code. We can stick a name in there, prepared for Joe Blow. And in fact, let's go ahead and make him, say Joe, and say, and Mary Blow, and age, we'll make her 70 also. Okay, so now, you'll notice over here though, this area will give you more information about what kind of rate adjustments were made in this quote. And so far, the only thing that we have is this. It's based on less than 10 years on Medicare. And now let's go ahead and submit it with Joe and Mary. So now we have Joe and Mary. Now you notice that just by default, it's added some other rate adjustments because these are automatic. If you have a spouse, you're going to get a 5% discount with Anthem, 7% with United Healthcare, and 7% with Blue Shield. So you don't have to think about it. You just put the spouse age in, and it calculates that for you. Okay, so now we're back to Joe Blow by himself here, and try to keep things a little simple. Okay, in California we've got standard and innovative plans to deal with, and in our quote, what we do is we put, if there's a standard and innovative option available for any particular plan, we put them both in one box, and S for standard, I for innovative. And any italicized blue text is going to have, it indicates that there's a pop-up available that provides more information. And that works pretty good because when you either send that to the client, that it's available on their copy of it too. And it makes it easy for you to help, to explain. And also, let's take a look while we're on that subject of the blue italicized text. Is when the client receives this, they're going to have access to that. And if you're doing an on-screen presentation, that's a real handy tool to use. And things like that need a little bit more explanation. What the heck does 2050 mean? Okay, on excess charge, or I'm sorry, on Part B co-insurance. Well, there it is. It's $20 for doctor visits, and you pay $50 for an emergency room. And so now back to standard and innovative options. So you have these, and by default, it's going to quote standard and innovative. If you don't want to mess with standard, if you just want standard only, you don't want to mess with it, you want to keep a nice, make a nice simple presentation to the client, just check, quote standard plans only. And now we just have the plans and the rates, and they're the standard plans. Or you can also quote innovative only if available. If it's not available, it'll quote the standard plan. So when you prepare the quote, you're also going to want to show the client what discounts are available, and that's a time-consuming process if you do it by hand. With ZapQuotes, it's pretty easy. So the common one, probably the most common one, is the automatic checking account discount. And so here we're quoting what Anthem, Blue Shield, HealthNet, and UHC, and 3 of them have it. If you want to check Humana, you can, but we don't have it checked here, so nothing will happen there. But it'll give us a discount. It'll show you right here the Anthem discount, the Blue Shield discount, and these rates are changed. I'm going to go ahead and switch it back to to the standard and innovative format. Okay, so it's that simple, and that now these rates are now discounted by the appropriate amount for that. And then, welcome to Medicare discount in California. Let's see, Blue Shield offers $25 a month for the first year for certain plans, and Anthem offers, on some plans. See, on some plans they offer $20, and some plan F is 20, and plan G 25. So it's, your first year on Medicare. That's just to, basically lure the client into that carrier, and you can include those just by clicking the buttons. And then on that rare occasion when you need it for both spouses, it's available. And one that's becoming more prevalent is the Co-Habilitation discount. Now you notice we separate these. So say this guy or lady, this person lives alone. You don't need to deal with this. You're just going to deal with the checking account, and if they're new to Medicare, so it makes your life easier, so that you're just looking at what's applicable to the client. In this case, we have a Cigna discount for over age 18 co-resident. It's a different discount if they have a co-resident that's on Cigna. These are all different, and so we have the flyovers here, and that or the pop-ups. So you can see, like with National Guardian, there's it's a different rules to get the discount than it is for, say, this is what, Aetna plan, CVS Aetna, the Sendo Aetna, same thing. So, and this is becoming more prevalent, and as more and more of these, different nuances with different carriers, this becomes more and more handy, because it'll save you a lot of time, and you'll know what discount to apply based on just reading this, if that discount's applicable or not. So let's go ahead and put some discounts in there. Now, we don't have the carriers. These are not on the carriers that I'm quoting so far, don't have that. So let's go ahead and add Cigna and CVS and National Guardian, and what was the other one? United World, which is Mutual of Omaha subsidiary. Submit. Now you can see, and now in the quote, it's not just giving you a quote, but it's also showing how much each of these rates are discounted based on on the situation of the client. So that's a pretty handy. That's going to save you a lot of time. Okay, now that we've got our quote, let's consider ways that we can present that to the client. Okay, so let's say that you want to do an in-home visit. The way to do it would be printer-friendly view, and now the quote is aligned to the left, and you can print that out, and it'll all fit on one page, and you just print the page and take it with you for your in-home visit. Now, if you're using like a screen sharing program like Join Me or Zoom, you really don't need to do anything. Run the quote, have the client get on your screen, and you've got everything you need right here to make your presentation. If you prefer to get rid of the form, just hit close form, and that makes it a little cleaner, so you can focus on what the actual benefits are and make it a little simpler. Another option, of course, is to email the quote, and that's pretty easy. Just click launch email, and then you can type in the name of the client here, and the link is already inserted. If you have an email client set up like Outlook or Thunderbird, the link's already there. You can just type in, Dear Joe, and send it, and when they click the link, it'll open the quote. And if they don't, say they have Gmail and it's not a local client, then what they can do is just copy the link address and let's see, open a web-based email and says compose, and then just paste that email right in there, and then type your email address in. So it's easy to send it to the client. When the client receives the email, they're going to click the link and they're going to get your quote, and it's all going to be live. And just in case you want them to be able to sign up, what you can do is you can click include applications, and now when you send that email, go ahead and submit that. Now when they get their link, they're going to have applications available. Say they want to sign up for Blue Shield, they will have a Blue Shield app, and that will be pre-populated with your broker information. So when they get the app, they print that out or fill it in online. You get credit. The agent information is already filled in. And one more presentation option, last but not least, is the ZapQuotes Synchronize function. Okay, so you've run your quote, and now tell the client. Now you've got the client on the phone, and they can go to your home page and click on Synchronize. And now the quote is live on their desktop, on their computer, and all the the pop-ups are there. And in addition, you can include applications. So it's probably the easiest, simplest way to screen share. And it's an exclusive from ZapQuotes. Another handy feature is the one-click highlighter. So let's say I'm sending this quote to a client and I want to recommend that particular plan. When I can highlight it, and when I send it via email, they're going to see they're going to see I'm presenting options, and I am making a recommendation. Also, a lot of brokers like to use, they like to send all the plans. Let's go ahead and all plans, or all carriers, and all plans and all carriers. Okay, so now submit. So now I've got an overwhelming number of plans, and whatever plan I recommend, let's say they want a high deductible plan, I might recommend that one. And when I send it to the client, they're going to see out of all those plans, that big jumble of plans, they can focus on the plan that I'm recommending. And it's also pretty handy for on-screen presentations, like your Zoom presentations. You have the client on the screen, and whatever plan you're focusing, whatever plan you're talking about, you can highlight. And it's a handy tool that I think you'll find useful. That pretty much summarizes the ZapQuotes Med Sup Quotes. We also offer individual and small group quotes. You can check those out at ZapQuotes.com. And we also, in addition, have a Zap Theater, which is a online presentation program that plays without video or with video. And we provide ZapDex, which is a lightweight database that's it's easy enough for mere mortals, but useful enough that small businesses and individuals will find it really handy. And that's all we have. Thank you. Bye.